Hi everyone. So this video is to walk you guys through your syllabus and your course calendar. And you guys can always find these in a couple places. Number one, you can find them in your week 1 module. You can also find them always in the syllabus tab, which stays up here. So I'm going to walk you guys through this because this is kind of all the important information that you need to know. So to start with, if you need to email me, this is my email, but I do prefer that you guys email me actually through Canvas. This email is really for faculty purposes, so if you need to email me, just go down here, click your inbox, and write me an email through Canvas. I check that one every single day, so I'll always make sure to be able to respond to you within 24 hours at least. So the course information, the course starts 5/21 and ends on August 3rd. Your final exam is going to be anytime between July 30th and August 1st. If you need to refund, your information is right here for withdrawals. And if you need any email from me, like I said, I'll try to respond within 24 hours. All of your assignments will be graded within 2 weeks, so usually it's much faster for smaller assignments. So essentially important things: you don't need a textbook. There's a recommended one, but you do not need a textbook for this class. So don't buy one unless you want to use this on your own time. All you need is some way to store your work and having the appropriate online technology, which means having access to Canvas and your email. So English 102 essentially looks at argumentation as a continuation of English 101. And you guys are working on critical thinking, problem solving, self-directed learning, all these different skills. And like I said, your finals week is going to be July 30th to August 1st. And you guys can read most of this yourself, so you can read the outcomes and the assignments. But essentially know that the goal here is to help you guys become stronger writers in terms of argumentation and targeted writing towards particular audiences. So you guys are going to have 3 major essay assignments for this class. You'll have a short argument essay where you don't do any research. That's 3 to 4 pages. Then you'll actually expand on the same topic with research and an interview, and a second essay which is 5 to 6 pages, and then a third essay at the end is actually 3 to 4 pages. It's a literary analysis essay over a short story chosen by the college. So if you need to understand any technical issues, if you have any technical issues, there's always a Kansas help number that you guys can access, or you can email distance learning. If you have a technical issue, this is where you should go to first. If you can figure it out yourself with the Canvas support, that's great. If not, go ahead and email me at the time of the issue. Send me a screenshot that shows me what the issue is. Sometimes I can help you guys figure out a workaround, sometimes I can't. So always go to them first, but secondarily, you can always email me as well. And you should email me if there's a technical issue that's preventing you from being able to do an assignment. Essentially, important things here: there is an online attendance policy through Garden City, so make sure to pay attention to that. As long as you're doing the work and actively participating, you should be fine. Coursework should be up to college standards. Essentially, make sure that you are writing good scholarly paragraphs, that you're backing things up with evidence, that you're not just writing 1 or 2 sentences and responses. There is no late work because this course is semi-self-paced, so everything will be due on Sunday nights at midnight. So you won't need any type of late work or particular assignments. There is one assignment that is due in the middle of a week, but other than that, everything is due on a Sunday night at midnight to give you guys plenty of time to work as you need. So if you need an extension, it is something that can be given, but it must be given for a valid reason, and it must be done well in advance of the deadline. If you email me after something is due and ask me for an extension, it's not going to work. Make sure that you are doing all of the requirements of the college. So there's a checklist here that you can read for yourself. And make sure you are following good study habits. Most importantly, make sure that you are accountable for your work and your progress in the course. So because this is an online course, it's important to remember that everything you do is preserved for posterity. So if we engage in discussions online, all I ask is that you do be courteous. You can have strong opinions, that's fine, as long as they're based in fact and not emotion. And as long as you are courteous to the fact that there are people in the class who probably have different beliefs, backgrounds than you do. So make sure that you are just understanding that everything you do online can be preserved. So if you need the grading scale, it's right there. It's very self-explanatory. Everything's going to be accessed on the gradebook throughout the semester, so I will be keeping the grades updated throughout the semester so you always know where you stand. So you can always be checking that as we go. The grade breakdown is really simple. Essay 1 is 20%, Essay 2 is 20%, Essay 3 is 15%. Your final exam is 10%. Discussion boards are 10%, quizzes are 10%, any journals or writing assignments are 10% altogether, and your participation is 5%. So altogether it's 100%. There is an extra credit policy, so I do have 2 small assignments at the end of the course which can help you get extra credit on the overall course grade as well as the last essay grade. Essentially, the department has an attendance policy that you must participate in the course as part of your attendance. So you guys can read that if you need that. Again, as I said, all emails will be responded to in 24 hours, and make sure that your work is meeting the criteria of a college level work. In general, I will get things back to you if they are major assignments within 2 weeks. Otherwise, it'll be a lot faster. Importantly, plagiarism. Don't plagiarize. It's not worth it. We do use plagiarism detection tools online, and they're very accurate. What they do is they highlight what the plagiarized portion is. It can be something that's plagiarized from the internet, something that's plagiarized from another work, something that's plagiarized from a previous work that you've submitted. And it'll highlight it, and it'll take me to the exact page, the exact paragraph on wherever the source may be. So just don't plagiarize. It's really not worth it. If you do plagiarize, there's a lot of things that can happen. You can fail the assignment, you can fail the course, you can face disciplinary action from the school, you can be kicked out of any extracurricular activities, and you can even be kicked out of the school. So as I said, for a 3 to 4 page paper, it's really not worth plagiarizing or doing any of the little tricks like trying to expand the essay by making period size 13 or changing the margins on the paper. All of these things I do check every single essay, every single time. So please don't do that. As you can read for yourself, there are different codes of conduct as far as academic dishonesty, and I've just explained to you all the different things that can happen if you do engage in that. So methods of instruction, you don't need to worry about that. Essentially what you're doing is either watching videos or reading documents or doing online discussion boards or blog or writing assignments or things like that. You can read for yourself the writing assessment, basically write at a scholarly level, write at a college level. And you guys have signed in the handbook that you will follow all the code of conduct of Garden City, so make sure you pay attention to that. And then if you need accommodations, there is accommodations available to you through Garden City. You will have to contact the accommodations coordinator, and then they will contact me with paperwork, and I will understand what the accommodation is and how it needs to be facilitated. You can always talk to me directly if you like. You don't have to talk with me directly if you don't want to, but there is paperwork involved that needs to be filled out before any accommodations can be created, so please make sure to contact them if you need it. As always, equal opportunity, everything is equal between sex, gender, orientations, race, religion, ethnicity, whatever it might be, and that's why I do ask that you guys be courteous when you're engaging in online discussions, because you don't know what people's backgrounds are. So the class schedule. There is a class schedule, and I'm going to actually pull up the one that I have that is color coordinated. So every week when you guys complete an assignment, you'll see that assignments are due on Sunday at midnight. So I'll always say the week by the Monday through Friday designation, but then I'll clearly tell you that when everything is due. So as you can see, if I go here to the course, you will work top to bottom, and you'll have a number of units that will be open to you. So the way this works is that you will have an entire unit that's open to you at once. So you can work through this whole unit, weeks 1 through 5, at your pace. So if you have something coming up like a vacation, I highly suggest that you work ahead. That's why no late work is allowed, because you can work ahead for an entire unit. But what you'll do in each week, you'll come here and first thing you'll do is you'll read the announcements, which will be emailed to you every Monday morning. You will then work top to bottom throughout the week. So it'll tell you exactly what to do in these big capital letters. It'll say watch the videos, read the syllabus, take the quiz, do the discussion post, and then you'll see that week 1 is complete. So in each of these, what you need to do is you need to click into the link, and it'll take you to whatever the assignment is. So this one, I have a welcome video for you guys to watch, and then you can navigate backwards to the module here. So this week, what you're going to start with is looking at the welcome video. I have a how-to for Canvas here. It's a general explanation which should help you guys if you're not sure how to use Canvas, or at least how to use it for this course. Then you'll go in and you'll look at the syllabus and the course schedule, which is what you're doing right now. And then you will take the syllabus quiz. So you'll click in here, and you will, I can't see it because it's a different view, but you'll click start. And then the last thing you'll do is come back, and you see that there's a discussion board post where you guys will be introducing yourself. So you'll click in here, and you'll create a discussion board post that introduces yourself. So that's how each week will work, and as you can see, weeks 1 through 5 are the first unit, so that's your first argumentation. So you work through that week, and then here there's a number of assignments to kind of work through. Some articles you read, discussion posts you'll do, and then in week 3 we're looking at how do we get into writing an argument. So you'll read the actual argument essay assignment sheet, and you'll do a topic proposal. From there, you will get a response from me that either approves or doesn't approve your topic. And then you will take that, and once it's approved or revised, you'll come in here and you'll start taking quizzes and creating an outline. That outline will be due on Sunday night at midnight, and then your last week of the unit is when your first essay is actually due. So note that I'm leaving you guys tons of time to write when it comes to your essay. Also note that, as I said, everything is due on Sunday night at midnight of that week. So all of your assignments are due this week on May 27th. All of them are due on June 3rd. So you can work at a pace that's most comfortable for you. Whatever your work schedule is, your school schedule is, family, whatever might be coming up, you can fit in the assignments when it's best for you. Now, all of these will be open to you, but the next unit, once that unit is over, will be locked until the Monday morning after the essay is due. This is so that we can make sure everybody's on the same page when we start a new unit. And it helps me make sure that nobody's getting too far ahead and in terms of grading. So Unit 2 will open on the Monday morning at 9 a.m. after the first essay is due, and you see that one is 3 weeks long. This one basically takes your first essay assignment and expands on it with detailed research and an interview. So you'll start out by looking at your essay assignment sheet, then you'll start taking quizzes and you'll doing a research activity, and then you'll do an annotated bib this week. That will be turned in on Sunday at midnight. And then lastly, you will be looking at how to integrate those sources that you found in that research you've done. And then you'll use the week to write your essay, and then that'll be due on Sunday, July 15th. And then your third unit will open Monday morning at 9 a.m. and that's weeks 9, 10, and 11. So this will take you guys through literary analysis. So you'll start by understanding how do we analyze literature, and then you're actually going to go ahead and read a short story that's chosen by the college. And then you will kind of examine how do we look at literary analysis, and you'll do a discussion post. In week 10, you'll look at your last assignment sheet, your last essay assignment sheet, and then you'll use the rest of the week to work. So you have an entire week to write your third essay, which will be due that Sunday at midnight on July 29th. And then that's actually the end of your coursework and your final exam. It starts the next week. So the final exam, you will have 3 full days that you could take the exam at any point that you like. It takes about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, but you'll have 2 hours available to you to take the test. Like every quiz or test in this course, it has to be done in one sitting, so you can't save it and come back to it, but you will have 2 full hours, and you can take it any time between July 30th and August 1st. And then there will be an extra credit opportunity here that you can do. So your final exam must be done by the August 1st at midnight, and then you have a full day after to complete the extra credit, which is just a short writing assignment, and that's worth up to 2 points on your overall grade. And that'll be due on Thursday, August 2nd. So hopefully that gives you guys a good breakdown of the course schedule. If you have any questions, you can always email me right here through Canvas. But hopefully it also shows you how to use Canvas and how to work through each week's material. So please let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, you're going to go ahead and go down here and go take that syllabus quiz.